subscribe to our YouTube channel and don't forget to press the bell icon to get all the latest updates. Hi everyone, my name is Anita Sharma and I welcome you all on Inkpot Hub Media once again. So, in this entire journey of 2 years of Inkpot Hub, I always get this question. So, what happens when we do not have any work experience? So, trust me, getting in the PhD program is all about what you have done so far. It's not only about work, having a work experience, and only then you can get in the PhD program. So today I'm going to speak with Miss Navya Bagga, who has very limited, or you can say no work experience, prior work experience before she applied to the PhD program, and she is one of the examples who got in the PhD program at XLRI Jamshedpur as well as at IIT Delhi. So we are going to speak with her and just learn how she happened to get in these two institutes, prestigious institutes, and what was her motivation, having no experience in or previous experience that helped, or all those aspects we are going to speak with her now. And at XLRI, she has been selected for HR domain, and at IIT Delhi, she has been selected for OB and HR. She has completed her NET JRF in commerce, and a lot of things she is going to share with us. And I now welcome Navya, and also request all my viewers to please subscribe to the channel, because it goes a lot of efforts to bring such kind of content. If you don't subscribe, that breaks my heart. So I request you all to please subscribe. Navya, please welcome, and I welcome you wholeheartedly, and I'm very happy to have you for two reasons. One, in this season 2021, you are the first girl to who is going to share her experience. And secondly, when you have no experience, how you made it through these two prestigious institutes. That's what we are going to talk about today. I welcome
Thank you
you.
so much, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am, for giving me the opportunity to, share my experience and help others who might be applying in the coming next years. So,
Yeah,
thank you so much.
thank you. Navya, first thing first, tell me, how are you feeling? How are you feeling now after your admission, appointment letter, selection letter? How are you feeling?
It's a great feeling, I must say, because I never thought that I would be able to make it being a complete fresher. And though this journey was a tiring one, but at the end of the day, the fruit is great, I must say.
Great, great. So you got in XLRI in HR domain, and you got in IIT Delhi in OB and HR area. Uh, Tell me, what motivated you to apply in the PhD program in the first place?
So at my undergrad and post graduation college, I was like quite motivated by the professors and the teachers that were there, and I
Hmm.
used to see how impactful they are and what knowledge that they have to share with us. So that was quite enriching experience throughout these years. And moreover, my mother and my grandparents, they are all from the academics background. So this inspired me even further to augment my educational stint by pursuing PhD further.
Uh-huh. Okay, so that was, I think then it means academia has played a very significant role in making this career choice, like why people want to pursue PhD programs, and then such kind of background experiences definitely help us too. I think that's the sole motivation you have had. So you got an XLRI. So I'll straight away come to your XLRI experience, and then your IIT Delhi experience, and we will, discuss these two experiences separately, because XLRI is popular for HR domain, HR and industrial relations, and you applied over there. So, and then you got in as well. Tell me more about it. How was the experience? What are the stages, and what were the stages? How did you plan? What did you read? How did you prepare? Tell me everything about it.
Yes, ma'am. So the EXRA experience was a pretty interesting one.
Mm.
It was the first form that I actually filled,
Mhm.
and I was not at all expecting that how would the stages be, how would the process be. So it was a two-stage process. So firstly was the application stage where we had to submit our SOP and the basic details about ourselves, our education, our background, and then came the interview stage, and we had to give a 12-minute PPT presentation over there. So it was strictly said that we need to stick to 12 minutes only, and in terms of the duration was the longest. It was the longest interview that I ever given. It was 30 minutes long, and
Okay.
so the first initial 12 minutes was strictly adhered to the PPT, and the later 18 minutes, I was asked questions regarding the research topic that I've chosen. And the interview just started with a very brief introduction about myself in a minute or two, and why I'm motivated to pursue PhD, and why I would be a good fit for this particular course. And then I straight away came to the PPT presentation, and after the PPT got over, the panelists there were three panelists, and one by one each of them like asked me questions pertaining to the research topic, in terms of the research methodology, the sample size, the population, the techniques that I've been using, and if in examples were there in the present times that I could state relating to the topic that I've chosen.
Mhm.
And then they just asked me if I had read any literature review or any books in the area of HR, and any prior research experience that I had. Uh, Actually, what happened? There was a twist. Actually, I had got COVID during that the April month when the interview
Oh,
actually took
okay.
place. So I just had a tablet for headache, and I was not at all, expecting, like, how the process would be, what will happen. So I was quite apprehensive before the interview. But as along, the interview went by, it was a very smooth process, though a long one. But at the end of the day, it made me introspect a lot more about my research topic, to think more deeply about
Mhm.
my research topic. So yeah, the interview went like pretty smooth.
Okay, so would you like to speak about your topic a little?
Yeah, so I took a topic relating to employer branding,
Uh-huh.
and I was specifically looking for a topic that was very much in its nascent stage, and not much research had been taken place in this particular area. So I went through all of the research papers, cases from Harvard Business Review, and
Mhm.
I came up and I settled for employer branding over there. And so there was no as such proper format for the PPT as such,
Mhm.
but like according to my understanding, I covered general aspects relating to the implications of the future aspects of that topic, what were my research objectives, and how I would be carrying on with this topic, and
Mhm.
ending it with a conclusion.
Mhm.
So this is how I covered this topic in very, very brief.
Okay. So, any specific question which you think that it was a deal breaker for you?
I think, from my experience, I believe those 18 minutes, the last 18 minutes were pretty crucial.
Mm-hmm.
Because the panelists, I think they were very knowledgeable, very experienced, hats off to them, and they were questioning me a lot. So I think one thing that was a major deal breaker was the fact that in the last 18 minutes, we had to defend our topic. They were questioning us. The faculty was pretty knowledgeable, pretty experienced. They had knowledge about employer branding in very, very general sense. And so they were quite asking me questions like, why do you think that this topic is
Mm-hmm.
important, but this might happen, that might happen, don't you think this can also take this that way? So they actually made me think a lot more about my topic in a very deep sense that I actually did not think of.
Mm-hmm.
So after the interview, when I was done with the interview, so
Mm-hmm.
it made me think even like more from a different perspective, from a more another tangent. So that was quite an I would say an enriching experience as a whole.
Okay. Okay. All right. So, what kind of gap was there between the XLRI and the II interview process?
So the IIT interview was very different as compared to
Huh.
XRI. So it
Huh.
was a three-stage process. The first stage was the general application process. The second stage was the SOP, where it was mentioned that we need to give an SOP ranging somewhat to 1300 words SOP.
Mm-hmm.
And the third stage was the interview stage. So here at XRI, the interview went for around 30 minutes, and at IIT, it was a 5 to 7 minute interview, which was
Okay.
a major difference.
Uh-huh.
And I must say that this the time just went by. I
Uh-huh.
didn't even get to know when those 5 7 minutes actually passed by.
Mm.
So we had to make an impression in those 5 7 minutes. So it was pretty crucial. It was a challenging task, I would say,
Uh-huh.
over there. And so my interview again like started with a very brief introduction about myself in just a minute, and then they asked me about my research topic, my research area. So here again, it came an interesting twist. At Exit, I actually doubted myself, which later I think as of now that I should not have done that. I changed my topic. I completely switched the topic, and the topic pertained to OB area more. And I thought that I'll not get through XRI, and I need to do something different that is something better than that topic.
Uh,
So it took me quite a lot of time. I would say like 15 days in total to decide on another topic and to start from scratch to go through all the literature review again and again.
mm.
And so the faculty at IIT Delhi, there were three panelists here
Mm.
again, and they asked me questions regarding my research topic and any particular theory that I read in regard to my topic that I've chosen, and names of the people who are working in this particular area, the previous
Mm.
researchers who have already done much work in this particular area. Yeah, then another question that was I was actually expecting was the fact that since I have switched my background from economics to commerce. Yeah, so at my bachelor's level I was pursuing economics honors, and at my post graduation level I was pursuing MCom.
Mm.
So this was one question that I thought that that they would ask me. So they asked me like why do you think that this background of economics of yours would help you
Mm.
eventually in your research topic, in your research area.
Okay.
So I was like pretty prepared with this answer because I knew this was coming.
Uh-huh.
And then the interview ended on a very pleasant note, I must say.
Mm.
And the faculty, like, they encouraged me to take up the topic further in future as well. So this is how the IIT interview went.
Okay, so Navya, I must appreciate a fact over here that at one side you were battling or maybe handling COVID, and then on the other side you were appearing for these interviews, and this is really appreciable because you know medical conditions and health conditions generally give us reasons not to perform better. But then at the same time, you did it well and then you got it through. So this is really, really amazing and inspirational as well because I can see it through that you made it possible. Really amazing. So now tell me, which specific books did you read?
In general, I was just majorly focusing on the research papers from Google Scholar and
Uh-huh.
some of the cases from Harvard Business Review. And in terms of OB, I did read Robbins. And for
Mm.
HR, I would say Gary Dessler and Professor Biju's book is the best one.
Mhm.
Apart from that, since I was already in my college, so I was already in touch with my post graduation book, so that helped me a lot, I would say.
Okay. Okay. That is something which is very pretty interesting. Like for the content kind of material, because you were a fresher, which immediately helped you to brush everything up and you appeared for the interview. So if you have a gap of some time after your graduation or post graduation and then appearing for the interview, then you have to brush up all those concepts and content. So it favored you. I think that's again a very interesting point. So all the viewers, if you are in your final year, please appear for the PhD program because you don't have to prepare much on the content then. So okay, tell me more about what keeps you motivated during the entire journey, and what kind of key message you would like to give to the potential PhD students for 2022.
I think throughout this process that I've learned, this is my like from my personal experience, I would say
Mm,
that one should acknowledge and one should accept the reality as it is, but
mm,
at the same time one should have the faith that we can sail through this process, and it's only after the process ends that we realize that how much strength one has. So this is for in life in general as well, apart from the PhD process that I realized.
huh,
And I would say that interview is something like it's like a movie. It's like a storytelling process where you
uh-huh,
are the hero. You have to shine. You might face certain obstacles. You might face certain challenges. But at the end of the day, you have to sail through it. You have to deal with it. Uh, Bollywood movies do have a happy ending. Here you might not have. Here here you might have or might not have.
Huh.
So then you need to introspect, you need to learn and shine brighter. uh,
I think there is always a fit for every person because it's not this
yeah,
institute,
yeah,
maybe that institute. So there is
totally.
always a fit. So we need to understand like where that fit lies and wherein ultimately we can land up. Any key passing remark which you have for the candidates again, and how are you
Yes.
planning for the PhD program further?
So I think having confidence in oneself is very nice. It's very, very important, very, very crucial, I would say.
Mm.
And there might be certain cases where, in fact, I have also doubted my capabilities
Mm.
as well. So one should stay humble, one should stay grounded during this process. One should accept that, we do not know certain facts. We might be lagging in certain facts, but
Mm.
there are some other areas that, we are good at. So likewise, I said that I may not have any corporate or prior experience, but at the end of the day, we are in touch with academics. A fresher is in touch with academics much
Mm.
more than a person who has corporate experience.
Mm.
So everything has its own pros and cons,
Mm.
and one needs to see the possibilities rather than focusing on the problems, because
Mm.
once we focus on the possibilities, we get opportunities to further explore ourselves as
Mm.
well. And as far as
Yeah.
how I intend to look forward to PhD, so as of now, I believe in just being there in the present, enjoying the moment.
Uh,
So I'm just looking forward to the coursework and just explore much more diverse areas in HR and OB, and then explore what more can I contribute to this particular area.
Okay, great. So, okay, so one last thing which I want to know because research is a journey. So, this is your first step, this is your first milestone. How did you celebrate it?
So it was I just it was nothing, I would say, significant as such, because the COVID thing was going on,
Uh,
and went to a temple and I thanked God, so that was a basic thing that I've always learned from my parents.
uh-huh.
And since my friends and family, they were a great support, so I thanked all of them.
Mm,
And one more thing I should say, that peer evaluation is very much important, because the people who are applying with you, they can also help you, they can also guide you, they can also help you think from a different perspective, different tangent.
mm,
So that is like pretty very very, very important, and one should be grateful for that in life.
mm.
Rest, I think all other things, would happen eventually when I get to go to the campus, So that is one thing that I'm actually looking forward to.
Okay, so
So yeah.
IIT or XLRI, whichever institute you join in the future, maybe I'll come back to you and ask you how are you feeling when you reach up to the next milestone. I wish you all the best, Navya, and may you rise and shine and create good knowledge so that we all can read that. Okay, this is the new domain in HR, and Navya has written. I'm very happy to have you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. It was nice talking to you.
Likewise, likewise. Thank you. It's great to see you all here. Thank you for watching our work. If you have not subscribed to Inkpot Hub Media, then please hit the bell icon and subscribe to our channel and support research celebrations in India.